Yeah, good.
So, very good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests present. I welcome you all to this great online meeting. So, Toastmaster International is a non-profitable organization which was initiated by a leader called Ralph C. Smedley, with sole motive to improve communication and leadership skills amongst the members across the globe. Toastmaster International has 15,900 clubs and more than 345,000 members in 142 countries. Chennai Wordsmiths is one amongst them. Toastmaster International works on a four pillar of value, namely RISE, R for respect, I for integrity, S for service, E for excellence. The mission of R is to provide supportive and positive learning experience so that the members could develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And now it's time to say the code of conduct. People who are going to talk today are not to talk about sex, religion, and politics. Since this is an online meeting, we have a separate set of rules and regulations for this. Number one, mute. I request all the members to mute your audio option if you're not talking, as it might distract the speaker. Number two, use the chat with all option to convey any message to somebody or for any special mentions. Number three, although this is a virtual meeting, I request all the members to refrain from using your mobiles as it might distract the speaker and it might disturb the flow of the meeting. And finally, please do not disturb while somebody is speaking, as it might distract the speaker. So with this information, let's get into the meeting. Each and every meeting is started and ended by one person called the presiding officer, and today's presiding officer is the most hardworking person of Chennai Wordsmiths and a person who is working in Logitech. So I'll hand over the control to Toastmaster Arun.
Thank you, Nikhil, for this wonderful introduction.
Yeah.
Good evening, dear Toastmasters. Today, our president, Toastmaster Shruti, is unable to join the call, so I'll be the presiding officer for the day. And today, I was thinking about one wild animal. So this wild animal is the most successful wild or like the most successful animal in hunting. Can you all guess which animal that I'm talking about?
It's a bird, actually.
Sorry? Can you
Could be
unmute
cheetah.
and say?
Could be cheetah.
No,
Tiger,
Leopard,
no,
lion,
no,
rhinoceros,
no.
Some clue?
It's definitely not a mighty animal that you're thinking of.
Is it a fox?
Wolf.
It's called wild dogs. The African wild dogs have
Some.
a success rate of about 80% or more, while you can compare cheetah or the lion or tiger to be lesser than 60% or even sometimes 50 to 40%. So definitely the wild dogs are the most dangerous animals in the forest. Do you all know why this is so? Can you all guess what would be the reason for their high success rate?
They hunt in packs.
They hunt in packs. Okay, agreed.
Because
They
the
have a-
coordination and each of them play a definite role.
They have
Yes.
a common goal.
Yes. Then
They have a large heart so that they can take a lot of oxygen. That's what.
yeah. Then if you have a lion, single lion, and you have a group of wild dogs, they say like it's about 5 to 10 minutes they can have the spray of lion. Do you know how they do? They have this leader who runs first, and then like every other wild dog follows it. And when the leader gets tired, they exchange, and then they start hunting. They start running, and like they make the prey go so tired. They make them into a situation where they cannot even walk or stand, and then they hunt. So there is no way of escaping from the wild dogs. So if you are in between a forest and you see a wild dog at your left and a lion at the right, there's possibility that you can survive when you run from a lion, and it's not possible with a wild dog. So one thing that I want to say with this particular incident or like this particular learning is, always remember that you might be so mighty, you might be so talented, but it is always the coordination, the teamwork that can win. And it is always essential that you understand that each and every person along with you has to perform to ensure that we attain whatever success we want to attain. So with that thought, I would like to declare meeting number 574 open. And during the Toastmasters meeting, it is our custom to introduce the guests present in the meeting. I see few guests. Guest Toastmaster Meenal, can you introduce yourself? Meenal is not available.
She has a connectivity issue. That's what she was saying.
Okay, no problem. Bharat. Yes, Bharat.
Hi, are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Bharat. Like, so I work for a company, a BPO company, like as an admin manager, and so I have attended a couple of WorldSmith meetings, and like I actively participate in Moguper Marvel's meetings actually. So still as a guest. So so it's I have a wonderful experience being in the video conferencing meetings. Thank you. Hope this meeting also makes me happy.
Welcome, Bharat.
Thank you.
Yes, Varadarajan, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, this is Varadarajan. I was part of a few clubs before I quarantined myself for some time from Toastmasters. So I'm taking some rest now. So, but I am attending a lot of meetings, especially online meetings. I can attend quite a lot of them. And this WordSmith meeting I've been waiting for quite a long time to attend physically as well as online. So this is one opportunity I've got today. So I'm sure I'll be able to enjoy this meeting today throughout. And thank you. Over to you, presiding officer.
Thank you, Varadarajan. Can I have an introduction from Palaniswamy Jnanam?
Hello.
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 We can hear
Hello.
you. We can hear you.
Hello. I am P. Jnanam. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I am P. Jnanam, an advocate. I am in number 2 Toastmasters Club.
Okay. Welcome to the meeting, Jnanam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy the meeting.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters is one of the oldest clubs in Chennai, and it was founded in the year 2007. And we have produced a lot of champions in this 15 years of journey, and we have lots of leaders in the districts and division levels produced from this club. And this particular club, Chennai Wordsmiths, provides highly supportive and competitive environment, and also it provides a great mentorship support. With that, I would like to introduce to you the Toastmaster of the day. Every meeting has been spearheaded by one person called the Master of Ceremony or the Toastmaster of the day. In today's meeting, it would be Toastmaster Aravind, who is a second year student at IIT Madras. And he's a avid fan of cricket, and he loves to explore on data science and technology. It's your screen, Aravind.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. A wonderful and happy evening to all the Toastmasters and guests who are gathered here in meeting number 574 of our very own Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters Club. This is Aravind Annamalai, and I am the Toastmaster of the day for today's meeting. Next week, we will be having our 575th meeting, which is a big milestone for our club. There are a lot of exciting events lined up for you during the milestone meeting. Throughout the meeting, I will just brief on the various events that are lined up for you on the momentous occasion of our 575th meeting. So, the theme of today's meeting is meeting number 575, a promo. For the benefit of the guests, every Toastmasters meeting comprises of 3 sessions. The first one is the prepared speech session, where the speakers will prepare a speech from their manual, and they prepare for days, weeks, or maybe even a month. The second is the table topic session, which is an impromptu speech session where the table topics master will pick a person at random and give a topic for them to speak. And last, but definitely not the least, is the evaluation session, which is the heart of every Toastmasters meeting. In this session, a set of evaluators will evaluate the prepared speeches and give constructive feedback to them. The evaluation session will be monitored by a general evaluator. The general evaluator for this week's meeting is Toastmaster Sujata, who is working as a senior leader in the banking and finance industry. According to her, Toastmasters is a place where what you wish is what you get. And it is one place which accommodates diversity in its true meaning. Join me in welcoming the general evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Sujata, to brief about her duties and introduce her teams.
Yeah, Toastmaster Arvind, it's truly a diverse place where what you wish is what you get, be it public speaking skills or improving your confidence or your leadership skills, anything that you want. And thank you, Toastmaster Arvind, for that introduction. I will be performing the role of general evaluator today. Evaluation. Does that ring a bell of your college or school days? Then you're not alone. And that's the place where evaluation signifies end of a class or an year. The same parlance applies to Toastmasters. In Toastmasters, we have 2 types of evaluations for every meeting. One is a prepared speech evaluation, another one is general evaluation. Prepared speech evaluation denotes end of a project. If the presenter is speaking on a project, for example, listening skills, which is a project in pathways, this evaluation will help the speaker to know how well he has acquired the listening skills and what has he excelled at. Similarly, general evaluation is about the conduct, especially the quality of the meeting. General evaluation will help to understand how well the specific meeting has met the quality standards. For both the evaluations, I have 2 teams lined up for support today. One team is the tag team, another one is a set of prepared speech evaluators. Tag team consists of timer, R counter, and grammarian. Let me call upon the tag team to explain their role now. Firstly, I would like to call upon timer Toastmaster Vijay Anand. He works as IT manager at Trimble. He feels that today's theme is very apt for the current situation. This is a unique experience in our lifetime, and this time of togetherness would be remembered and every bit of it would be rejoiced. So over to you, Toastmaster Vijay Anand. Please explain your role.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Hope all can hear me.
Yes.
Perfect. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, I'm enjoying the different role being played each time. My job for today is of a timer. I'll be tracking the time of each speaker. I have just completed the trial run of a timer app. It looks good. So I'll be showing a green light when the speaker gracefully crosses the minimum time, amber when the mean time is touched, and finally the red when the maximum time is reached. But still the speaker will have a 30 seconds of grace time. Good luck. Hope you have a nice evening. Thank you. And over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Anand. Next, I would like to call upon our counter, Toastmaster Mithun. Toastmaster Mithun has completed ECE. He feels that he's working as a test engineer at Amazon. He says that sweet memories always give us joy and happiness to cherish about. I resonate with you, Toastmaster Mithun, and it is a good stress buster as well. Thank you for that nice introduction, and let me call upon Toastmaster Mithun, all yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. A warm good evening to all Toastmasters present here. Today, I am the accountant of today's meeting. As an accountant, my role is to take note of all the pauses, filler words, and repetitive words and present my report at the end of the meeting so that the speakers can analyze their performance according to their past meeting. I hope everyone has a good session today. Back to the General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mithun. Finally, let me call upon our grammarian for the day, father of wordsmith, our English teacher today, DTM Abraham Zakaria, to explain his role and provide the details on the theme of the day and the word of the day. Over to you, DTM Abraham Zakaria.
Well, as a grammarian, I'll be noting down good usage of English language and not so good usage of English language. And I'll report when I'm asked to present a report during the final general evaluation. The word of the day is fervor. That means intensity, earnestness, zeal, and passion. Example, fervor in the speech made us to contribute. Fervor in the speech made us to contribute. When the word of the day is used by speakers, I request everyone to clap for the reaction that you can do, whatever it is, so to recognize the purpose. The theme of the day is promo. Hence, remember, rejoice, and renew. So I'll come back to with my report during the general evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Abraham Zakaria. Now, about my second team, which is Prepared Speech Evaluators, I will be giving an introduction and calling upon them at the end of the prepared speeches and table topic speeches. And now it is over to Toastmaster Arvind.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Now let us start with the first session of today's meeting, the prepared speeches segment. The first speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Harishankar. Toastmaster Harishankar is attempting his level 1, project 1 from the Pathways Dynamic Leadership. Before I call upon Toastmaster Harishankar, may I request the evaluator of the speech, Toastmaster Arumugam, to read the speech objectives, please.
I am audible?
Yes,
hello?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, you are.
Yeah. Good evening to all. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests, and special good evening to our target speaker, Toastmaster Harishankar. Toastmaster Harishankar is attending Pathways Dynamic Leadership, Project 1 Icebreaker Speech. Title, What Do You Hire? Time 4 to 6 minutes. Over to TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arumugam. May I now call Toastmaster Harishankar. What do you hire? What do you hire? Toastmaster Harishankar.
Thank you to Modi. Am I audible? A very warm good evening to
Yes,
my
sir.
fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Harishankar and I am here today to give my icebreaker speech. So, what do you hire? So that's my speech title. Okay. So in this speech, I'm going to touch upon some of my favorite experiences during my childhood days. Okay. I am a Chennai. I was born and brought up in Chennai, and my father used to work for Southern Railway, and he has spent almost close to 3.5 decades with Southern Railway. Okay. So I would rather say we have lived with the train. So that's what our experience is. And our home was very close to a railway station, and the distance between the track and our house was only a road passage. Okay, that's the main road. Okay, so we were so close to the train, and every day and night we used to hear the noise of the train. Somebody used to say how noisy it is. When our relatives come to our house, they used to say how noisy it is. How are you bearing this sound? But for us, uh, we have lived with it, so we are used to it, and we feel it. Okay? And my father is so passionate about his job, so he spends most of his time in at his job, and his friends has become our extended families. Okay? So that's the relation how we had. So during our childhood days, or during my childhood days, my father, along with his friends, used to plan an annual tour. So everybody will have a choice, or everybody will enjoy the annual tours, right? So on such occasions, the way how our annual tour is planned, it would be a 20 to 25-day tour, and we used to hire a coach. Yes, it's not a joke, it's a coach. So at railways, there is an option where the railway employees can pull together, put some funds, and pay some deposit, and can hire a coach. And we have to give a very detailed plan to them, where which station we need to hop on and which station we need to hop off, and what time, what train, what duration. Okay? So the entire coach would be of friends and families. So just imagine. So you are going to spend 20 to 25 days along with friends, and it will be full of joy and fun. So we have visited, or we had visited, several such destinations across the north, predominantly from the north, ranging from Delhi, Agra, Kolkata, Varanasi, Rishikesh, Haridwar, Shimla, Darjeeling, and Rajasthan, Jaipur. So many places. So every time when we go, when we travel, we used to have such a kind of good and pleasant experiences. At the same time, there used to be some strange experiences as well. Yes, one such occasion, in it was in Varanasi, where when we went to take a holy dip in the river Ganges, I was halfway drowned. So because I was so young, and I had a passion to swim, but I don't know to swim. So that's where my father and his friends saved me, not to get drowned. But it was a bizarre experience, I would say. And similarly, when we went to a tea estate in Darjeeling, so the estate was it was like a maze where I missed my parents, and everyone returned back to the coach. I wasn't there, so and it took some time for my parents to come and find me out. So it was again a bizarre experience, I would say. Likewise, there were some memorable experiences as well. So every day morning, we used to take a cook who can cook within the train, and there would be a menu card which would be given to us, and they will ask what we would be given only a fewer options, because it was in the train. So we would be given a fewer options, but we can choose what we need. We used to get snacks on time. We used to get the food prepared on time. So again, a memorable experience, I would say. But all those experiences comes to an end. Yes. So when I finished my college, all those experiences came to an end, because the priorities changes. So those tours, my father couldn't continue to take us every year as during the childhood days. So it came to an end, and that's when I joined. When I completed my college, I joined my career. So that's when traveling within the train also came to an end, because as we speak, the priorities gets changed. So people's preferences gets changed. So rather than using train, we started using cars and flights. So where uh, the travel becomes very easy, but at the same time, the memory, we lose memories. We don't cherish that kind of memories when we travel on air or on car. So if I get a chance, if I am able to do a time travel, I would surely go back to enjoy those childhood days where we used to travel on train. Um, over back to you, TMOD. What you will hire?
Thank you, Toastmaster Harishankar. That was really an interesting speech about your experiences with the train. A small note, Toastmaster Harishankar is a part of the district PR team and he is known for his wonderful flyers. The second speaker for today's meeting is double distinguished Toastmaster Rajiv Nambiar, who is attempting his level 1 project 2 from Pathways Dynamic Leadership. When I asked about his introduction, he said, and I quote him, "I am Tiger, born to listen and talk." When I asked what does Toastmasters mean to him, he said that it provided him friendship and growth. Before I call upon double distinguished Toastmaster Rajiv Nambiar, may I read the evaluator of the speech, Toastmaster Sajid, to read the speech objectives, please.
Thank you, TMOD Arvind. A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters, esteemed guests, and special good evening to my target speaker, DTM Rajiv Nambiar. DTM Rajiv Nambiar is attempting project 2 from level 1. The objective of this project is to present a speech, receive feedback, and incorporate that feedback in his next speech. So today he is going to give his second speech where he will demonstrate incorporating the feedback he received in his first speech. All the best, DTM Rajiv, for giving a speech with fervor. Thank you. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sajid. May I now call upon double distinguished Toastmaster Rajiv Nambiar, puncture up and move on. Puncture up and move on. Double distinguished Toastmaster Rajiv Nambiar.
Now let me ask you this. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever reached a point in your life wherein you just wanted to quit, letting all the hard work go down the drain? Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, guests, good evening. Now let me take you back to 28th of July 2019, wherein I walked into this huge showroom to buy my first bicycle. The prices ranged from $4,999 to $99,999. Now, being a spendthrift, I zeroed on this comfortable and cozy cycle, which made me feel that I had made a very important decision in my life. Standing before this beautiful lady cashier, I felt that she would literally jump onto me and say, "Sir, wow, you bought this cycle? I like it so much. And I like you too." But instead, what I heard was, "Next." And she told me $11,999, cash or card. I said, "Excuse me, but the price on the cycle reads $6,999. She replied, "That's for the cycle. Balance $5,000 is for the accessories, sir." I was astonished. Cutting a long story short, my first long journey on my cycle was from Anna Nagar to the Marina Beach, covering a distance of roughly around 18 to 20 kilometers, which I thought was never possible at my young age of 50. This gave me the impetus to try and pedal to Mahabalipuram and back. Though many advised me not to try such a long distance sortie within a month of starting to cycle, I decided to throw caution to winds and go for it. Now, on the D-Day, I started the long and arduous journey by 5 a.m. and by around 7:30 a.m. to be precise, I could see the milestone read Mahabalipuram 6 kilometers. My joy knew no bounds, and I was sure that once I reached the destination, I could lay all ghosts to rest and reiterate to myself that anything is possible if you really want it in life. Suddenly, I felt my joy and fervor hitting rock bottom when I heard a blast in my tire. And I couldn't pedal any further because I had a puncture. Now, what stood between defeat and success for me was just 6 kilometers. I looked around and saw only the tar road and the sand running along it, plus the speeding vehicles going past. As always, the thought that transcended on me was, shall I wait for someone to come or help me, or shall I push towards the puncture shop? In other words, the feeling as to shall I quit or shall I fulfill my resolve was literally dancing in front of me. Rajiv, quit, don't quit. That was the play which was happening between me and my mind. But I decided to push towards the puncture shop, which I knew was 6 kilometers away. Though the hot sun above was making me weaker by the minute, I didn't budge from my resolve to complete what I started. After an hour of pushing the cycle, I saw light at the end of the tunnel in the guise of a cycle shop. But to my dismay and disbelief, it was closed. I waited there patiently for the shop to open, and by the stroke of lady luck, an old man appeared and opened the puncture shop. He looked exactly like a man who has gone through a lot of hardships in life. But to my surprise, he smiled and asked me from where was I pushing the cycle. I gave him my side of the story, and he simply said these golden words. He said, son, if you can puncture up, distances whether on road or in life can be covered without any hiccups. The distance part I understood well, but the life part, it really didn't sink in. After a very long and taxing cycling expedition, which lasted for nearly 10 hours, I was back at my mom's place, totally drained and mentally and physically. Lying on the floor and unwinding the experiences of what had happened, I had mixed feelings of joy and despair. But slowly a sense of jubilation engulfed me that I had actually achieved the impossible, when a few months back, even cycling 3 kilometers was a distant dream. Now, as I was rejoicing in my victory, I checked on my mobile phone, and to my astonishment saw 7 missed calls from my wife. Just then the words of the old man hit me hard. I called her and apologized about being harsh with her the previous night. Of course, she was totally at sea to get an apology from me after 18 long years of being married. In fact, to be honest, I just punctured up and moved on for betterment. A month later, I decided to cycle from Chennai to Pondicherry and back. There again, my peers told me, you are too old to try such a long distance on a cycle. Don't do it. Don't kill yourself. You have a family, Rajiv, they resounded. Well, on August 24, 2019, along with my friends Sharandaya and Chandrasekhar, I made sure once again I lay all ghosts to rest and pushed the limits of my resilience. To be honest, I just punctured up and moved on to conquer Pondicherry. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters, how many of you see that in your lives there are areas to puncture up and move on? How many of you today want to puncture up and move on for betterment in your lives? How many of you want to puncture up on the strained and stressed lives you are having with your loved one? Well, listen to me very carefully. The writing on the wall is, if you decide today, this moment, to puncture up and move forward, then the distances, whether on road or in life, can be covered without any hiccups. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, don't wait. Don't delay. Puncture up and move on for betterment in your life. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, double distinguished Toastmaster Rajiv Nambiar. Now I know the stories behind some of the Facebook posts describing your cycling experiences. The next speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Manish Babu. Toastmaster Manish is attempting his Level 2 and Project 3 from Pathways Innovative Planning. He is a doctor by profession and he loves cooking and bike rides. According to him, Toastmasters is a place where he gets to learn things that he had failed to do in his younger days. Before I call upon Toastmaster Manish, may I request the evaluator of the speech, Toastmaster Sangeeta, to read the speech objectives, please.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Today, my target speaker, Toastmaster Manish, is attempting his Project 3, Level 2, Pathways Innovative Planning, Introduction to Toastmasters Meeting. And the objectives of this speech is, the purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a prodigy. All the best, Toastmaster Manish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta. May I now call Toastmaster Manish? Mentor? What? Mentor? What? Toastmaster Manish.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Mentoring is a brain to pick, ear to listen, and a push in the right direction, said John Crosby. Well, here I am to explain my journey with this most humble person in Toastmasters. Are you all ready for that? Great. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and guests. So this all started when Toastmaster Deepak joined Toastmasters way back 3 years ago. From then on, he asked us to join Toastmasters. And it took 3 years long to actually me and Toastmaster Rohit to join in this fraternity. People join Toastmasters for various reasons. To improve their speech, to improve on their communication skill, to work on the leadership qualities, or simply because it is Toastmasters. And I was no different. But when Deepak told me about this Toastmasters, it felt very new. So I want to give it a try. Scene 1. Rohit pays his TMI fees. So Toastmaster Rohit finally paid his TMI fees, and then the VP Ed Arun Sridhar came up to him and asked, who do you want your mentor to be? He told Deepak. And I, being very new to Toastmasters, I didn't know what it was. And so they explained. So basically, mentor is an experienced member of Toastmaster who provides guidance to the new Toastmasters, commonly known as mentees, to reach their goals in their speech. I said, it's great. I could also choose Deepak, and then we all could chill. But this took a step back in one of the meetings, because during a snacks break, I had a chat with Shruti. And while talking with her, she asked me about this mentoring and all. And she asked me, did you choose your mentor yet? Oh, yes, Deepak. Deepak? Why Deepak? Because he's my friend. Exactly. He's your friend. He knows a lot about you. Why don't you go out of the box and try someone new so that your speech gets a new definition? But I like the dealing of hers. So when VP Ed Arun Sridhar asked me about my mentorship and all, I let the option to him. I let him choose my mentor for me. Scene 2. Enter my mentor through the WhatsApp. So I met my mentor in this WhatsApp group, and we had a phone conversation of about 15 minutes. All general talks about my profession, my knowledge in speech, my positives, negatives, etc., etc. He made me feel so lively on the phone call. And at the end of the conversation, he asked me, when are you giving your icebreaker? I was so confident. I said, sir, in which shop can I go and get it? Oh my God. I never felt so embarrassed when he explained what it was. But then he corrected me. He gave me a few tips to write my script as well. I got it revised from him again, and right on target, best speaker for the day. Scene 3, area level ISC contest. My mentor was the contest chair. He and the area director wanted to introduce a new character called the MC of the event. He had such confidence in me and asked me to be the MC for that event. But they came up with the idea quite close towards the date that I cannot prepare, that I wasn't able to prepare much in the given span of 2 days. But he gave me a boost and pat on the back and gave me the confidence to go about it. His confidence in me received quite the response as expected from the audience. As when I spoke with the division director on a later date, I was overwhelmed to know that he could recognize me from the role that I did in that meeting. Not only my mentor made me made me a speaker, but also he wanted to bring out the leader inside me. So he invited me to this Gavels club that he goes to. He assigned me 2 mentees so that I could give them little inputs on their speech and also correct and also reap what my mentor had sown into me. And when my mentee asked me some doubts, I had so much confidence in me that I could actually clear it without actually cooling her speech down. And when I asked my mentor with full of enthusiasm, "Sir, Toastmaster, when can I become a mentor in Toastmasters itself?" He said, "First you have to finish your entire path, and then you have to complete your mentorship training program, and then you can become." I'm so excited for that in the future, because isn't that what we do in Toastmasters? Not only that, my mentor sends me this WhatsApp message every single morning. I only open my eyes to those nowadays. And it gives me the full on josh and encouragement and enlightenment to face the entire day. And more than that, when I wanted to become a part of the XCOM, the first person I asked was my mentor. The first optimistic sign was from him only. A mentor stands for mindful, empathetic, nurturing, teaching, organizing, and respect. True to all these words, my mentor, Toastmaster Sajid, stands out on all these categories. Thank you, Toastmaster Sajid. Thank you, Toastmasters, for your patient listening. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manish. That was an insightful speech on how a mentor should be. The last speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Mohan. Toastmaster Mohan is attempting his ACB 3 from the module, The Entertainment Speech. Toastmaster Mohan, may I request the evaluator of the speech, Toastmaster Karthikeyan, to read the speech objectives, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. My speaker is attempting his third project from the Advanced Communicator Bronze series. The name of the manual is Entertaining Speech, and the title of the speech is Make Them Laugh. The objectives of the speech are to prepare a humorous speech drawn from your own experience, to strengthen the speech by adapting and personalizing humorous material from outside sources, to deliver the speech in a way that makes the humor effective, and the time allotted for this speech is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish my speaker all the very best. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthikeyan. May I now call Toastmaster Mohan, the Dark. The Dark, Toastmaster Mohan.
You able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, Toastmaster.
I have done so many humorous speeches, but my expectations more anxious to everyone to applause for my jokes. I prepared n number of jokes, and this I've tracked it and given a pass so that audience can laugh. But audience becomes so fast. One person sitting in the front and was just keeping my hand and seeing me. I said, "Sir, speech is over. Then why don't you laugh?" He said, "Give a why smile." Another person was so serious. I was asking, "Why, sir? Why can't you laugh?" "I don't laugh at all." Making everyone laugh, it's a very challenge. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I love my mother. She's a good mother and a great mother. When I was in the marriage time, before getting married, she told me, "I don't like to call a good mother or a bad mother, great mother. I want to call make me as a grandmother." Getting married is not so easy. Now, you can ask your entire youth a question. When you like to get married? Do you think that you'll get an answer? They'll ask question to you. Do you think that's important, necessary in your life? Whoever married, can you just think about it and you can be able to answer? If you answer, why do you get married? Most of them are there when they have an impression for first impression, they don't have it. They need to first be mingled with me to know me better. They surely hate me. Most of them, I just mind my own business. A girl coming in opposite side direction. When he sees my color, instantly she go opposite direction. This happens every time because of my dark skin. People doesn't like dark skin. Even forgot about everyone. Think about my parents. When I born, they saw me. Yo, entire hospital, that's a sound voice they are given. Everyone thought there is a problem for the child. My mother got kind of a mission to make me fat. I don't know where she got this photo and the information. She had Michael Jackson photo in her kitchen. By seeing that, she said, his mother can do, then I can also do. She spent more money in almond milk to rub my skin and cow's milk to feed. And she avoided the coffee and tea. That made me darker. Even Boost and Bournvita also. People like my mother, they have the tendency that what you eat will reflect in your color. I think that is what the South Indian foods are. With all white color. Idli, chutney, appam stew, white rice with curd. It doesn't mean at all. No matter what you eat, the output is every time brown only. I mean the skin. Skin is brown. When you think about all this screen, but my parents were disappointed. My grandfather was dark in color. My grandmother, fair. North Indian fair, South Indian fair, more than that. But my grandfather was rich. My grandmother, both of them get married. I am dark in color and poor. Forgot about all of them. Think about, God also not been left out here. Krishna, Lord Krishna is black in color. Even Mahabharata said, Neela Megha Shyama means gray, dark color cloud. Then why the hell you keep him a sky color? You cannot hear a color diminution between a gray color and a sky color. That is the reason that we are not able to predict the rain properly. Even in TV Mahabharata, you have been shown by Natish Banaskar, where he is a white person. Even there also actor feels that we need to be in good color. When I go for any kind of a search, and just for this site, and I got jeevanshanti.com, where it said 71% are looking for fair person and 29% are looking for not for any color, but don't take as generous, they look for money. So the money can able to whitewash, that is a black money can able to whitewash our skin. I got frustrated, but you cannot able to see my frustration because I'm not so such color to see my frustration. So it's a dark skin. So you cannot able to see my frustration. So I felt that the color is, I said to my mother, don't worry about this color. Don't look for a fair person. Look for a person who treats others fairly. Because color is not more important for the marriage. The more he thinks love comes not from the color and times. We need to think about the love is all from a shade also. Thank you. Toastmaster for the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohan, who had described his experiences before marriage. Now we come to the end of the prepared speeches segment, where we witnessed 4 power-packed speeches being delivered. Timer, are there any time disqualifications?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, all are qualified. Yeah, that's not good.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Vote for the best speaker when the voting link is put up. Now, what have we got for you for the milestone meeting number 575? We have announced a variety of offline contests. There is a stand-up comedy contest where a participant has to do a performance lasting for 2 to 3 minutes. The winning video will be put up during the meeting. Then there is a 6-word story contest as well, where a participant has to send a story in 6 words to me before May 18th. And last but not the least, there is a flyer creation contest where you should create a flyer strictly adhering to TI guidelines. The flyer is to be sent to Toastmasters Shruti before May 20. Let us move on to the most interesting and entertaining segment of any Toastmasters meeting, which is the table topic segment. The table topics master for today's meeting is Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran, who is a corporate trainer and a one-on-one coach for effective English. Toastmasters gives him a platform for wonderful networking, learning, sharing, and transformation in self. Please join me in welcoming the Table Topics Master, our very own SPB of Chennai Wordsmiths, Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran.
Hi, good evening, vanakkam, namaskar. In my language, how do I greet? Ponmalai poludhu, iduvaru ponmalai poludhu. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and lovely guests. With great fervor, I'm happy to be the table topic master for today. Table topics throw challenge to members to develop their impromptu communication skills, to effectively think on their feet by answering unprepared or unrehearsed topics or questions rather. It is specifically designed to develop 4 essential communication skills such as LTOS. L stands for listening, T stands for thinking, O stands for organizing, and the S stands for speaking. They can help you. How far they can help? Let me tell you, they can help you in social situations like weddings, birthdays, business, or even attending interviews if you're going for. As a TT master, I have some topics, wonderful phrases, very good quotations. I will call the lucky ones to speak. Firstly, the non-role players from the experienced Toastmasters will be called, and then move on to the guests if they are very comfortable. The chosen speakers have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 2 minutes. Every speaker will have grace time of 30 seconds. You will see a green signal timer. Would you please just show it for the purpose of guest? You will see a green signal at 1 minute, yellow signal at 1.30, that is 1.5 minutes, and red signal at 2 minutes. Those who speak within the time qualify for voting to be the best table topic speaker award. Topics are ready. I am ready. Are you ready, folks? Great. Let's move on to the wonderful and interesting segment. Number 1. Let me read out the topics and then I'll call the volunteer, or I'll call the selected ones here. Peace begins with smile. Mother Teresa said it. What do you say? I repeat here. Peace begins with a smile. Mother Teresa said it. What do you say? To speak on the topic, let me call up Toastmaster Aishwarya here. Aishwarya?
Hello, Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Go ahead. Please go ahead.
Can you please repeat the topic once?
Yeah, no problem. Peace, P-A-C-E, peace begins with a smile. Mother Teresa said it. What do you say?
Okay, thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Peace begins with smile. Was said by Mother Teresa. She was from Yugoslavia and she came to India to serve the poor. Every moment, smile. If you smile, it can be changed. A moment can be transformed if you smile. This is from a personal experience of mine. I just walked up the farm. So I came across an old lady, and that lady seemed so disturbed. I was walking with my friend, and I decided to smile. And my friend just asked, "Why did you smile?" Because smile just brings peace and happiness in others. Another incident is when my dad got really angry. So whenever he decides to get angry, I decide to smile. And when I smile, I can see the transformation in his face. And so I can cool off any situation with just a smile. Smile always brings some sadness, even though they don't have the resources required. Thank you. Toastmaster Paul, over to Toastmaster Paul.
Thank you very much, Aishwarya. That was a wonderful attempt. And we will move on to the next topic, for which I would like to call DTM Vardarajan, who stepped in as guest here. Can we have Vardarajan here?
Yeah,
yes?
I'm there, Paul.
Okay, great. Here. See, you are 20 years old. You are 20 years old and telling your dad, "Dear dad, please listen to me. Dear dad, please listen to me." Then you have to continue. Toastmaster Vardarajan.
Okay, thank you, Table Topic Toastmasters and guests. First and foremost, I want to give an advance congratulations for your upcoming milestone meeting next week, 575th. And with this topic, the topic given to me is I am a 20-year-old kid, and which I'm not. Anyway, I'll try to act as a 20-year-old kid, and I'm telling my father that please listen to me. Is that right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Now I remember a case where I was a very small boy and I was wanting to learn some music. I mean, I sing a pretty well, like our table topic master, but I wanted to learn some instrument. So I started trying to see if I can learn some tabla. I went to the tabla class. My father joined me in tabla class, but what eventually happened was when I came back home and I wanted to study, I started using the tabla at my table. Now, when I started using the tabla at my table, my parents were completely shattered, and they said, "This guy is not going to study; he's going to get distracted." Then the exams came. Instead of answering the questions, I used to make some noise on the table, and then make even others disturbed. So all these complaints went to my father and my mother, and they ensured that I will never touch the tabla once again. So I told my dad, "Please listen to me, Dad. I want to learn this instrument. I am fond of it. I have a passion for music, and I want to do this." But he said, "No, no, no. This is not going to be your future. This is not going to be what we can do that." And so he stopped the class instantly, to my utter disappointment, and I failed to make my father understand the real passion that I have. Today, when I want to learn the same tabla, I don't need my father's advice. I don't need my father's permission. I go to the internet, I go to YouTube, I download teachable videos, and I learn tabla on my table. And I practice, I get reminiscence of the old things that I have gone through. And that gives me a fervor. And that gives me the mood to do things that most of the things that I do are stressful. And I do it much better because I get into that mood of learning and enjoying the tabla. So all in all, I remember that incident when I told my father, "Please let me join the tabla class, let me join and learn the tabla, and I will be a good musician one day." But that didn't happen, unfortunately, and I still struggle to learn tabla, but I'm happy that I got the internet to help me. So this is what I would tell my father when something of that type happened. So thank you very much, Paul Bhaskaran, and over to you.
Yeah, thank you, DTM Varadarajan. The tabla and song goes hand in hand. So obviously the chemistry works out. Yeah. And the third topic is, what was the life-changing moment for me? Why? What was the life-changing moment for me and why? To speak on it, let me call upon Palanisamy Yanam. Palanisamy Yanam, are you there? Toastmaster Palanisamy Yanam. All right. Any takers for this topic? Palanisamy Yanam is not responding.
I'll do that.
Yeah, who is that?
Arun.
Oh, great. Yeah, Arun. Yeah, the hardworking person. That's what was introduction from somebody else. Yeah. Toastmaster Arun. Yeah, yeah.
Good evening, dear Toastmasters, and as
to the table topic master.
Is the most important day of my life. It was about 2 years, 1.5 years ago, and I was working in a company. I'm still working in a company called Logitech. It's been about 9 years now, and what I felt was every human being has a lull period where they do not have the josh, energy, and like they're very subdued in their performance, and like they are feeling very low. So I had that kind of period where I did not do a lot of things, but I was really sure that I was more capable of what I was doing then. And that's when one of my friend from HCL Toastmasters, she introduced me to Toastmastering and Rajiv Nambiar. And they said Toastmaster will definitely help you in becoming a better person. And that's when I met Rajiv Nambiar, Reena at Mokaper Marvels, and then I joined Chennai Wordsmiths. I believe that one day where I took the decision of joining the Toastmasters was one of the best decisions that I have taken in the recent times. And this decision has not only helped me, but like I believe that it would be a ripple effect. As I had mentioned, one small change that you do in others' life can help the other person create the same ripple effect on the other person as well. So I believe in small changes. All these small changes can make a difference, or sometimes can make a world of difference for individuals. So keep doing these small differences in others' life and ensure you can create a wave of good differences and finally see the dream that you wanted to see. Thank you, Paul Bhaskar.
Thank
you. You're mute.
You're on mute, sir.
Hello. I'm sorry about it. Hello, are you there? Yeah. I'm so sorry. Although I put it in mute, somebody was trying for me. Yeah. The next topic, let me read that out. If you could change one event in history, what would it be and why? If you could change one event in history, what would it be and why? To speak on that, let me call upon the father of Chennai Wordsmith and the English teacher or English professor, DTM Abraham Zakaria. Zach Saab?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
yeah. Thank you very much for the topic. And I must say, I am associated with an organization called the Indian Council of Social Welfare. We have taken up a cause and we were about to launch it in a big way. That was a time this corona has come and stopped us. However, we are doing it online to reach out to many people. Our mission is to inform Indians that do not spit, don't spit. This is going to be our aim, to reach out to every Indian, say, and stop them from spitting. We have identified the areas, identified the people who are doing it. And the geographical location also we have identified. And I don't want to say that, but at the same time, please understand, unless we take it with a lot of favor, we won't be able to reach out to these people and stop doing it. hygienic issues are there, spreading diseases, and especially this corona and all. And we are really upset about some of the reports that people are doing it for no reason. Spitting is for no reason. If you are chewing something, at least we can understand. You are chewing pan, you can spit. I can understand. But small, no reason, people spit. We are not able to identify. Even doctor says that it is because they have a habit of doing it. Anyway, we have taken it up a big way. One day, probably, I'll reach out to all of you. Not that you do it, but I want the help from all of you to give a publicity to everyone so that we will see that India is free from spitting. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Zach Saab. Even spitting is very, very punishable in Singapore. If you are spitting, then $500, you have to keep it ready. A great speech. But let's move on to the next one. The topic here is think twice, act wise. Think twice and act, act wise. To speak on that, Mithun has opted to speak. Can we have Mithun here? Mithun?
Hi, sir.
Okay, please. It's yours.
I know the topic again.
Yeah. Think twice. Is there a disturbance over there? Think twice. Think twice and act wise. Act.
Yeah, I got that. Thank you. A warm good evening to all the Toastmasters and a special thanks to the table topic master for doing it. Think twice, act wise. Many a times in our life, we take decisions and we hang on to that decision for the rest of our life. Taking an important decision in life is very critical. So, a major decision that for us, which has a ripple effect, is our career. So, deciding a career is very important at a younger age, especially for youths like me who are just in the beginning phase of their career. So, this phase will actually be suitable to us who are just deciding a career. So, thinking twice and acting wise and taking a right career path, because we can't switch careers in between. Like once Toastmaster Arun has said that picking a career at a young age and being in it for a longer period is very important. So accordingly, we have to think twice and pick the career path wisely for that. Thank you, and back to the table topic.
Thank you, Mithun, for to speak on the table topic. Thank you. And let's move on to the next topic. We are in the corona situation. If you are going through hell, keep going. If you are going through hell, keep going. That is what Winston Churchill said. To speak on that, let me call upon Bharat. Can we have Bharat? Bharat, are you there? Bharat? All right, we will move on to Manoj K. Dubey. Manoj K. Dubey.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Who is that?
Manoj K. Dubey.
Okay, welcome, sir. Yeah.
If you are going through the hell, keep on going, as said Churchill. I do agree with his statement because I can relate it to my situation in my life. Since 2008, I started feeling the symptoms of ankylosing spondylitis. Okay, since then, the life is almost like a hell, but I never gave up. I kept on going through this hell, and today I think I'm in a better position. So thank you, Mr. Paul.
All right, thank you for attempting. Thanks a lot, Dubey.
Thank you.
Okay, the next topic here. You are the creator of your own destiny. You are the creator of your own destiny. To speak on that, can we have?
Sir, I am available, Bharat here.
Yeah, okay, Bharat. Yeah, it's yours. Please take it.
So
You are the creator of your own destiny. Thank you.
So, good evening, all Toastmasters. It's a nice topic which is given to me. So we have to take role models, and we have to inspire with from many who has achieved in their lives. We just need to adapt all those goods from them, and and we need to move forward, and we need to achieve our goals. We need to fix a target. So what is the goal for us? If you take Mahatma Gandhi, he has achieved to get the freedom for India. So likewise, he has gone for in many struggles in his life, and he has certain principles. He don't leave that as your first table topic. And it is like a peace is begins with smile, which says by mother's. Likewise, he has adapted many non-violence things, and then he has adapted to that, and then he took forward to his destination. Similarly, so we have to take our own decisions, and we have to take our own things and thoughts, and then we have to move forward to our own goals, so so that we can reach our destination. Thanks. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Bharat, for the wonderful attempt. Let's move on to the corona-related topic. It is a scenario, you need to continue that. Last week, the police stopped my vehicle and asked me to ... Last week, the police stopped my vehicle and asked me to ... To speak on that, can we have Nikhil? Nikhil, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm there. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. So, very good evening, Toastmasters, and a special good evening to the table topic master. Last week, I was going and the police stopped my vehicle. I got down and asked the police, why are you stopping my vehicle? The police replied, there is a lockdown which is imposed in this country and people are asked to stay home. Why are you coming out? Sir, I'm here to buy the essentials from the shop. Why are you stopping me? Am I going to cause people the disease, the pandemic? Am I going to expand this or something? Am I going to be the cause for that? I'm not going to be the cause for that. Please don't stop me. I have to go. And the police explained me a small situation. He told, even though you are not going to cause the disease to people, people might cause the disease to you. That is the point when I realized something. When a rule or regulation is being imposed, we don't find the intensity. We don't realize why it is imposed. So first of all, when somebody says to obey or to follow some rules or regulation, first we need to understand the intensity of the rule and understand the reason why the rule has been imposed on the country. So this adverse situation we have been facing today is because of the global pandemic of corona, which has been revolving around the earth, around the world. So at that time, I realized the mistake that I did, and I apologized to him immediately. And so that is the time I realized the seriousness of the situation. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Nikhil. Thanks for that. Why I chose the topic is about 15 days, my vehicle was confiscated by the police just for my son's driving. All right, let's move on to the next topic. A single wheel does not move. A single wheel does not move. To speak on that, can we have Abhishek J? Abhishek is there?
Yes,
Abhishek?
I am. Yes,
yeah.
I am.
Yeah, please, Abhishek, you can take it.
On my 5th standard, I asked my father to teach me how to drive a cycle. Happy evening, my dear Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Yes, it was on my 5th standard when I started to drive cycle. My first question that I asked to my father was, why is there a two wheel? When I'm going to pedal, the backside wheel is going to push forward, and why do I need a front side wheel to make myself move forward? And he replied, and this applies to our life also. When I am pushing a something, that is the backside wheel, that backside wheel helps the front side wheel to push forward. And that's what happens in life. When we are with intention or without intention, when we try to enrich someone else in their life, knowingly or unknowingly, we are growing in our life. That is, our cycle is going forward. Also, not only that, some other person's life is also getting enriched. The second wheel, that is in the front side wheel, is also getting enriched because of our contribution that is being done to another person's life, the back wheel. My dear Toastmasters, our life is to enjoy, but whatever we learned in life should be of some use. So our wisdom should be leveraged to make sure that other person's life is also having a growth perspective in their life. So when I'm pedaling a single wheel, it is of no use because I am pedaling and I will be at the same place. But when I'm pedaling a cycle which has two wheels, a front and the back, I am trying to enrich or grow a three-person's life, including mine. So try to leverage your wisdom and try to enrich or try to grow other person's life so that our life always have a growth track. Over to TTM.
Wonderful. Abhishek, thanks for speaking on that topic. This is open for any takers. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. I repeat, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Any takers available?
I wish to take it, sir.
Who is that?
Harish.
Harish, yeah. Thank you, Harish. Yeah.
Okay,
Please,
am I audible?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, okay, thank you. Good evening to all the Toastmasters and guests present in this yet another virtual meeting. An eye for an eye makes the world blind. Yes, it is true. Personally, I would like to quote something that relates to this. From my childhood, it's been a habit of me to fight with my sister for anything for that matter. It might be totally harmless, but it turns out to be such a thing in which we end up taking something of each other's. In that way, it ends up being disadvantageous for both of us. Now, that's a very humble situation in any household that wouldn't cost that much, attention to gather, right? But say what we scale it up to a global scale, and what if we see countries doing this to each other? Say that, all right, in that particular a war or something between countries which I don't want to name, okay, you caused me this damage during say 1945, so I want 70 years later I want to cause this damage to your country. So 1945, the kind of people who are alive at that time whose decisions caused that particular effect to have on another country, the enemy country, those people aren't alive anymore. Their ideas died with them. Why should that hatred be progressed through generations so that some other country gets affected, and the young generation who are totally innocent of this fact, why should they get affected because of the mistakes committed by people who are 70 years before there, and now they're not even alive? So an eye for an eye is not at all necessary, and following this barbaric practice, at any scale, global scale or domestic scale, is definitely harmful for any of us, for individuals, countries, societies. Over to the table topic master.
Thank you, Harish, for the wonderful talk. Okay, let's move on to the Corona again. At this Corona period, if God appears before you to grant you a boon, what would you choose and why? I repeat, at this Corona period, if God appears before you to grant you a boon, what would you choose and why? to speak on that, let's listen to double DTM Rajiv Nambiar. Rajiv? Rajiv Nambiar is there? All right. Okay, again, it is open for any takers. Anybody?
Sir, can I try?
Yeah, who is that?
Sajid, sir.
Sajid, yeah, please go ahead, Sajid.
Sir, in this, the topic is in this Corona period, if God comes and asks, what is the boon you want? So this is something, the last more than 40 days, it was a very painful period. In fact, I had to sit at my home and in fact, sitting with a lioness here on 24 hours. So it was a very difficult situation. So I'm unable to, come out and talk to my friends. So the one thing which I ask God as a boon is that I want to see this coronavirus in front of my eyes. I will ask God, so please show me that coronavirus. I want to give a tight slap on its face because you made my life and all my friends' life miserable. So that is the one boon which I ask God. Second thing is that if the corona is not responding, then I'll keep fighting with the corona and I'll kill that corona and I'll become a warrior and I'll try to get some gallantry award for this for fighting with corona alone. So that is the boon which I'm going to ask God. Thank you, Table Topic Master, Paul sir, and fellow Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you, Sajid. That was a lovely thought and speech. Okay, my dear friends, all good things must come to an end. That's not a topic. That's my concluding statement. Toastmasters, this brings to an end of the TT session. It was a lovely listening to the TT speeches. I enjoyed it. How about you all? Yes, I can see. Audience, please give them, all the TT speakers, a thunderous round of applause. Please, let's applaud for them for their attempt. Timer, would you please read the qualified TT speakers so that our attendees can vote for the best TT speaker? Timer?
Thank you, Mr. Paul Bhaskaran. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of the 11 speeches, 10 of them are qualified except one.
Yeah,
but
only those qualified. Only those qualified, you can please.
Okay. Toastmaster Aishwarya, DTM Varadarajan, Toastmaster Arun, DTM Mr. Abraham, Toastmaster Mithun, Mr. Bharat, Toastmaster Nikhil, Toastmaster Abhishek, Mr. Harish, and DTM Sajid. Finally, that's it.
Thank you, Timer. Thank you for noting down.
You're welcome.
Audience, listeners, kindly vote for the best TT speaker you deserve, you deem it fit. Over to the Toastmaster of the Day. It was a wonderful, wonderful opportunity that I availed. Thank you very much. Over to the Toastmaster of the Day.
What an entertaining session it was. Incredible topics and innovative speeches. Vote for the best table topic speaker when the voting link is put up. Earlier, I had briefed about the offline contest, which will be a part of meeting number 575. Those are not the only things we had planned for you. We have a panel discussion where some of the senior Toastmasters and the DTMs of our club describe their wonderful journey in Toastmasters. We have also planned an impromptu photo session, which is like a picture speak session. And we are forever indebted to our mentor in whatever we achieve in Toastmasters and beyond, right? There will be a mentor and mentee gratitude session where the mentees talk about their mentor and the mentor talks about their mentees. And I have saved the best for the last. We have a keynote speaker who is a stand-up comedian, writer, public speaker, improv artist, and has done over 200 plus shows. in the last four years alone. He is none other than Rajshekhar Mabinana, and we have him to perform a show here. You definitely wouldn't want to miss it. Now it's time for the final session of today's meeting, the evaluation session. To conduct the evaluation session, may I now call upon the general evaluator, Toastmaster Sujata.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arvind. Yeah, it's time for evaluation. Let's go for the prepared speeches first. To evaluate the icebreaker speech of Toastmaster Harishankar, let me welcome Toastmaster Arumugam. Toastmaster Arumugam, when I asked him about his bio and then what he feels about the theme, he gave me a poem. He is a banker by profession, Toastmaster by passion. Always remember about college days and always rejoice and renew. Over to you, Toastmaster Arumugam.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests, and special good evening to Toastmaster Harishankar. Toastmaster Harishankar, your speech like a Chennai Express movie, Shah Rukh Khan movie. The way you explain about your speech is excellent. The topic you choose, what do you hire? Very off topic on your speech. Starting with your childhood days and your born and brought in Chennai and father is working in Southern Railways, explained very well. And distance between track and your house is very close. And you and your family adapted train sound always. And explain about your childhood vacations, annual tour of 20 to 25 days. That is excellent. And the starting places like Shimla, Darjeeling and Jaipur, and the way you are explained day by day, that is also excellent. And particularly you are explained two incidents. One is Varanasi and Darjeeling. Varanasi, you are almost halfway you are drawn. And Darjeeling, almost you are misplaced and your parents are searching more than 3 hours. That is superb. And you explain food, menu card and snacks. That is superb. And after that, Chennai Super King, whatever the almost Chennai Express, the way you are after journey from Shah Rukh Khan enter this village, the same way you enter from the train journey to your normal carrier, train to car. That is also excellent. About the project objectives, first of all, clarity about your speech superb, and you are used very simple language and easily understand language. That is, everybody is connecting with your speech. And vocal variety, that is slightly need improvement. And eye contact, yes, it's like a camera contact that you are proven very well. And gestures, very confident, and you have presented very well and about your icebreaker speech. And audience awareness slightly need improvement. And overall comfort level is excellent, very comfortable, very confident the way you explain about the story. If it all my recommendation, it is my recommendations. This because you are talking about for a train journey about icebreaker speech. Start with one question. How many of you went on vacation for 25 days? That is also complete train. That may be maybe audience pulling. That is my one recommendation. And vocal varieties, voice modulation. Maybe you can give a voice train sounds for initial stage. How many of you traveling with the Nilgiris Express or some other experience? If you given a train sounds, that will be a more attractive. An audience will give a more attention for your speech. And remaining everything is superb. Only 2 areas you have to need slight improvement. Overall, your speech like a Chennai Express Shah Rukh Khan movie. Over to General Evaluator.
That was wonderful, Toastmaster Arumugam. You have given sufficient examples for Toastmaster Harishankar to implement. Thank you for that. To evaluate the evaluation and feedback speech, of double DTM Rajiv Nambiar, popularly known as the Tiger, let me welcome Toastmaster Sajid. Toastmaster Sajid is a postgraduate in finance and an operations professional. When I asked him about the theme, he has gone nostalgic and he said, it's time to remember the people who facilitated our success, rejoice our current relationships, and renew the pledge to safeguard our relationship and blessings. Over to you, Toastmaster Sajid.
Thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Sujata ma'am, for that nice introduction. A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guest, and special good evening to double DTM Toastmaster Rajiv Nambiar. First of all, sir, let me congratulate you for completing the second project from level 1. So I am going to evaluate Rajiv sir's speech in 3 segments. One is how far he has achieved the objective or done justice to the objective of the speech. Then, what are the attributes, good attributes in his speech and the areas of improvement, and finally the conclusion part. His objective of the speech is to incorporate the feedback he received in his last speech. There are 3 points he received in his last speech. One is that start with a thought-provoking question. This part he has done it excellently by asking a question, like just wanted to quit, all hard work in vain. So Rajiv sir has done a wonderful job in this. The second one is using pauses to enhance the suspense. So throughout the speech, he was giving sufficient pauses with the theme emphasizing in between the speeches. Then the third one was give a call to action while concluding. Yes, he has given a very good call to action, like puncture up and go on. Not only he gave it in the conclusion, he was emphasizing throughout his speech that call to action. And the second segment of my evaluation, the attributes of a speech. One thing is that he had a very good body language. The second point is that it's always good to start with a humor to pull the audience attention. So he started his speech with a humor, which really pulled the audience attention. Then the third one is he had a very strong opening and conclusion with a great message and a call to action. Then the fourth is that he has used n number of rhetorical devices in his speech, which is really impressive, which really shown his command over English. Then the next part is that areas of improvement. Unfortunately, I couldn't pick up any areas of improvement in his speech because his speech was awesome and flawless. Maybe I have to sharpen up my skills to find out areas of improvements in speech. So, sir, overall, it was a wonderful speech. I really enjoyed your speech. And I wish all the best for you to give such interesting speech more and more. And thank you, sir. Over to you, General Evaluator Sujata. Thank you.
You are a bravo Toastmaster, Sajid, to evaluate a double DTM speech. Very honest and objective evaluation of the speech, I would say. Thank you for that. Next, to evaluate the mentor-mentee speech of Toastmaster Manish, let me invite Toastmaster Sangeeta. Our relentless VP membership having a fervor for Toastmasters who also dedicates time for Renault Nissan. Let me welcome Toastmaster Sangeeta on screen. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. My special greetings to my target speaker, Toastmaster Manish. Congratulations, Toastmaster Manish, for completing the project. With a complete fervor, I enjoyed your speech, Manish. You have started with a powerful quote to attract the audience. Your speech was enthralling and interesting that you have taken us through your mentor journey with 3 scenes. You have definitely kindled an interest. What will be the next scene? So you explained well on what is the mentor role and how it serves a Toastmaster. You also shared us your personal experience throughout the speech with your mentor, Toastmaster Sajid, and how you met him in the WhatsApp group and how you backed the Best Speaker Award in your icebreaker itself with his supports. And also the opportunities provided by your mentor in the area contest, which got the division director's appreciations, and how you got 2 Gavliers as mentees with your mentor supports. Definitely, you have got a powerful mentor to hone up your leadership skills. I envy you, Toastmaster Manish. So it's all in a good pace. When it comes to improvements, I have only 2 points for you. You took a long time to explain how and why Deepak joined Toastmasters, and how Rohit joined Toastmasters, and how he selected his mentor, and so on, which was quite little deviating from the project objectives. And about the scenes, it were the first, particularly the scene 1 and scene 2, it were quite long. Instead of that, for example, in scene 2, it started from the day you joined the WhatsApp group of mentors to the day you gave your icebreaker and got the Best Speaker Award. Instead, your scene 2 should have been the icebreaker day, right? And the scene 1, it was also quite long, like it started when Rohit joined, paid the TMI fees till you got your mentor. So you can make it short. You would have making it short. So that's the improvement points. So to conclude, you took the opportunity well and shown your gratitude by portraying an acronym for your mentor, Toastmaster Sajid. So with no doubt, you have given a fervor speech. All the best, Toastmaster Manish. I hope your mentor will now approve to get your Toastmaster mentee soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta. It was a good segmented analysis, I would say, without missing even a single point of his speech. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Next, to evaluate the entertainment speech of Toastmaster Mohan, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Karthikeyan. He has been a Toastmaster over 16 years, completed ACG, ALB in the traditional program, and also level 1 in pathways. And he served as Secretary, VP Education, and President of Chennai Wordsmith. He is eagerly looking forward for the milestone meeting. His passion for Toastmasters, especially Chennai Wordsmith, is well known, and you can witness it on the web. You heard it right. You can witness it on the web. His name and mobile number appears as point of contact for Chennai Wordsmiths. With that note, let me invite Toastmaster Karthikeyan to provide the evaluation comments. Over to you, Toastmaster Karthikeyan.
Thank you, Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, and once again, good evening, fellow Toastmasters. My speaker attempted his ACB 3, and my report for him will have areas where my speaker was good at, one suggestion from my end, and the area which I felt was very good at, the conclusion part again. Starting with the first aspect, the areas where my speaker was very good at, I would say that he was very confident in his speech right from the beginning till he concluded the speech. His body language was very smooth and natural. He had a vocal modulation at the beginning of the speech, but as the speech progressed, I noticed that the vocal modulation was missing and his tone was a bit straight. and there was no ups and downs in it. As the objective of the speech said, personal experience has to be narrated. The speaker stood by that objective. Suggestion that I have for my speaker is, he brought out two areas which had good scope for entertainment and humor content in it, which is selective of food items and keeping away of coffee and tea so that his skin can be brightened. That area was one where he could, the humor content was more. And his grandfather was dark but rich. His grandmother was fair in complexion, and they came together. That as another area which I felt had good humor quotient in it. At one place where when the speaker was speaking, I noticed that he was narrating that Lord Krishna was dark, and in Mahabharata also he quoted a line which spoke about dark complexion. What my suggestion is, there if he had brought in one song which Anuradha Sriram had sung long time back, about 2 decades back, I'll just narrate that. I'll just bring out the few lines from that song. As she sang, Sami Karupudan, Sami Salayam Karupudan, Uலகத்துல பிறந்த முதல் மனுஷன் கருப்புதான், மழை மேகம் கருப்புதான், நம்ம ஊர் விவசாயி கருப்புதான், நம்ம ஊர் சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் ரஜினிகாந்தும் கருப்புதான், அழகு கருப்புதான். With this factor, that is, if I had plugged into his speech, I felt the humor, the audience could have, I think, enjoyed that script. And that part I felt was missing in my speaker's speech. Otherwise, I truly enjoyed this speech of my speaker. The opening was good, where he confessed that making everyone laugh is indeed a very challenging task. And he also concluded by saying that don't emphasize on the color of darkness anymore. And with that, he concluded his speech. On the whole, I would say that my speaker did a fabulous job, and I wish him all the very best for his next speech. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthikeyan. You have reminded me of that beautiful song of Anuradha Sriram, Karupudha Enakku Pudicha Colour. Nice. Okay, so with that, we come to an end of prepared speeches evaluation. We now move on to the second part of the evaluation, which is tag team evaluation. For doing that, let me invite Toastmaster Vijay Anand to provide his timer report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Well, I mean, I really got carried away by all your speeches, right? Let me go in detail into it. So, Toastmaster Harish has got, 5.38 minutes. 5.38 minutes, and DTM Rajiv Nambiar 6.4, and TM Manish Babu's 6.03, and TM Mohan is 5.39. Coming to the table topics, Aishwarya took 0. That is Toastmaster Aishwarya took 2.01 minutes. DTM Vadrajan took 2.17, and TM Arun took 2.2 minutes. DTM Abraham took 1.15 seconds, and Toastmaster Nithun took 1.17, and Mr. Bharat took 1 minute and 17 seconds. Toastmaster Nikhil took 1.37 minutes. Toastmaster Abhishek took 1.57 minutes. Mr. Harish took 2 minutes and 1 second. And finally, the DTM Sajid took 1.24 minutes. Coming to the evaluator, the first one for the TM Arumugam, sorry, I missed it. It is my mistake. I apologize for that. And for Sajid, he took 3 minutes and 25 minutes. Toastmaster Sangeeta took 3 minutes and 8 seconds. And the Toastmaster Karthikeyan took 3 minutes and 10 seconds. That's it from my side. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Anand. Now let's move on to our counter report. Let me invite Toastmaster Mithun.
Yeah. Good evening to all Toastmasters and guests. Starting with the speakers, Speaker 1, Toastmaster Harish Shankar had 2 filler words and 3+ repetitive words. Toastmaster Rajiv had DTM Square Rajiv had no filler words or repetitive words. Toastmaster Manish had 2 filler words, and Toastmaster Mohan had just 1 filler word. Going to the table topic section, Toastmaster Aishwarya had 1 filler word, DTM Varadarajan had 3 filler words, Toastmaster Arun had 2 filler words, and DTM Abraham Zakarian had 1 repetitive words. Toastmaster Bharat had 3 repetitive words. Toastmaster Nikhil had 1 repetitive word and 1 filler word. Toastmaster Abhishek had 1 repetitive word. Toastmaster Harish had 1 filler word and 1 repetitive word. And lastly, Toastmaster Sajid had 1 filler word. Coming to the evaluation part, Toastmaster Armugam had just 1 repetitive word, and Toastmaster Sajid had 3 plus filler words. Toastmaster Sangeeta had 2 filler words, and Toastmaster Karthikeyan had 1 filler word. With that, that's a report. That's the counter report of today's meeting. I'll give back this thing back to General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Method. Now it's time for our English professor's report. Let me call upon DTM Abraham Zakaria for his grammarian report.
I have taken a further attempt to be sincere in my job. If I miss some words or usages, not intentional. Okay, starting with a lot of good usages and words used, and some of them are hop on and off, hop off, going down in drain, through caution to the wind, light at the end of the tunnel, out of box, pat on the back, overwhelmed, insightful speech, large period or not Josh, barbaric practice, and Sangeeta said reluctantly, enthralling, hone up, and more. She said many words in between, and all these were good. And some of the notable corrections required is, it is not profitable organization, it is non-profitable organization, it is non-profit organization. When we narrate a past incident, you must say, not that it will be going, but would be going. I don't know how to swim, but I didn't know how to swim. And when I said doctor says, it should have been doctors say. This is my report. Back to the G.
Thank you for that wonderful report, DTM Abraham. With that, we will move on to the General Evaluator report. Indeed, I'm very glad to be part of or playing the role of a General Evaluator for the meeting, which is just before the milestone meeting. My expectation of this meeting has failed. You heard it right. My expectation of this meeting has failed, in the sense that any meeting which is before or after the milestone meeting will have lesser zeal. But today's meeting has proved me wrong. And here is my report. The meeting started on time with a most appropriate presiding officer note on teamwork and collaboration. Even before the meeting, there was a message from him on stressing on the importance of quality of speech. TMOD started off sessions with appropriate introduction, explanation of segments, and brief bio of people. And the most important thing was he had been quite attentive on the speeches, which was evident from his conclusions and the add-ons that he made about the individuals. Good work, TMOD. Another accolade I would say is the quality of speeches. What kind of speeches we had, what kind of evaluations, even the timer introduction, grammarian introduction, counter introduction, wonderful it is. Then moving on to table topics, very good introduction on table topics, SPD. It was run with a great passion, I would say, and good participation from members. Now coming to the areas of improvement, I would say there can be an element of improvement in participation, in the sense today's meeting there were 24 members, of which 4 are guests. Out of the remaining 20, if I leave out the role players, there are additionally we have only 5 members. this may be looked at as an area of improvement. Then I would say word of the day is not used very much. This is another area of improvement. Overall, as a general evaluator, I would say this is one meeting which excelled in all quality parameters. Kudos to the team. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Back to you, TMOD, Toastmaster Arvind.
It was yet another amazing evaluation session. Vote for the best evaluator and the best tag team player in the voting link given in the WhatsApp group as well as the chat box here. Let me briefly summarize what is in store for meeting number 575. I'll be sharing my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yep.
Okay. So we have a set of offline contests, which is the stand-up comedy contest, the 6-word story contest, and the flyer design contest, the details of which are given in the WhatsApp group. Apart from that, we have a keynote speech by Toastmaster Rajashekar Mamidana, and we have a panel discussion about their journey in Toastmasters. We have an impromptu photo session where some people will describe the memories which is to be posted by photos, and there will be a mentor and mentee gratitude session. So it is 6 days to go, and exactly a week after this. It is on 23rd of May 2020, and the time is 4 to 7 p.m. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity for me to be the Toastmaster of the day. I hand over the control back to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Arun.
Thank you, Arvind. Good evening again, dear Toastmasters. How did you enjoy the meeting today? Great. Great to see all your thumbs up. So there are some updates that I have as presiding officer today. One, the newsletter is on the way. So we are trying to ensure that all the articles that the members have put is part of the newsletter, and we would be happy to see some more articles as well. If in case you are wishing to provide your articles, kindly reach out to Toastmaster Manish so that we can have it. And apart from that, next week we have the milestone meeting, 75th meeting. Not many clubs have this privilege of having 575 meetings, so I would expect all the Toastmasters members of Chennai Wordsmiths to be present, and also we would be inviting most of the presidents and other club members as well, and also we are trying to invite the past presidents who have been part of Chennai Wordsmiths as well. As Arvind pointed out, we have 3 offline contests, which are flyer contest, stand-up contest, and 6-word contest. Would be really great to see more participations from the members. And also we are asking for a mentor-mentee videos, just in case if you want to send a word to your mentor or mentee, kindly reply back with a short video which is not more than 30 seconds, or at least send a 3-word describing your Toastmaster journey or mentorship journey and your mentorship with your Toastmasters. And apart from that, the guest presence here. So can we have some feedback from the guest? Bharat? Bharat?
Sorry, I was in mute. Okay. So it was a wonderful session again, as usual. Like, so today I enjoyed a lot. Like, so there was especially there as we meeting has like 3 segments. All the 3 segments I enjoyed actually. So thank you again.
Okay. And do we have any other Toastmasters want to provide feedback? Anyone who wants to give feedback? Okay. If not, we could move on to the next session, which is the results. Let me quickly share my screen. Results of today's. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Today's best role player goes to Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran for the wonderful table topic session that we had.
Thanks a million. Thanks a lot for all your support.
Thank you. And the best TD speaker goes to Toastmaster Abhishek, second one in the row. Congrats, Abhishek.
Thank you so much.
And the best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Wow.
Congrats, Sangeeta.
The first time.
And the best speaker goes to DTM Rajiv Nambiar.
Double DTM.
Yeah, double DTM. Congrats.
Thank you.
And if I have not forgotten, best tag player goes to Toastmaster Vijay.
Thank you, everyone.
Who is playing the timer role for the first time.
Congratulations, Vijay.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Sangeeta, and thank you, everyone.
With that, we have come to the end of the meeting, and hope you all had a wonderful meeting and had really food for your thought. And with that, let's go on to the photo session. I would request you all to give a thumbs up. Yeah, can you turn on your videos? Thank you, dear Toastmasters.
Welcome.
With that, we come to the end of the session, and if there are any feedbacks, we can have just 2 minutes of feedback and then we can close it down. Okay, we'll close it. Yeah. So with that, I adjourn the meeting number 574 to May 23rd. And we'll be having the great milestone meeting of 575. Please do join in, and let's have a great party together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, sir.
Who is that?
Rajiv, sir. Oh, we cannot say sir.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Now it's over. After 6 o'clock, you can say sir, madam.
Okay. Not in the meeting. Okay.
Yes.
But we would like to continue.
Which one?
No, you said.
Actually, it is very easy in the office environment. We never call anybody sir or madam, but I got habituated calling everybody sir and madam, and suddenly to stop it is calling. Yeah, really tough.
Hi, Polioli. Finally, Karthik is looking fat.
Looking?
Fat.
Lockdown diet.
Really? Thank you so much, Rajiv. I would want to be one for at least a short time